As we do every week, our announcements for this week. Today is our fellowship get-together where we have a lunch, and so we got a lot of folks here today, so hopefully we got enough food. We got enough food? Are you sure about that? Okay, we're going to hold you to that. You won't be able to have anything. So, on the 15th of April, which is a Saturday, it's a couple Saturdays from now, we're going to have our Passover meal. And there's a sign-up sheet in the back, tells you what you need to bring as a couple or a family, and it's fantastic. We're going to celebrate the Passover. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, wow. The church directory, I've been talking about that for the last couple weeks, and this week, Diane Conrad, that young lady back there in the back, is going to be taking pictures of you if you want your picture in the church directory, okay? So remember that. Our women's Bible study on Monday nights, taught by Sue Duncan, is continuing this week. The Wednesday night Bible study, taught by me. I'm not going to say young man anymore. And what we're going to do, we're going to do something different. We're going to, if you didn't notice, we've got the youngsters in here for the worship. We think it's important for the youngsters to participate in the worship. And so they're going to be in here every Sunday for worship and then go back to the room where they meet. My last announcement, and certainly not the least, is that as a board, Gary, James, Dan, and I asked Pastor Wayne Cash if he would be our senior pastor. If you don't know who Wayne is, if you don't know who Wayne is, he's coming from Calvary Chapel West, Wichita, and he is the gentleman who right now is teaching the Thursday night Bible study, and he is I got a picture of him, he and his beautiful bride. What's his wife's name, do you remember? Dina. Okay, and they have 3 children, and on the 23rd was going to be his, 23rd of April is going to be his first day here, and I believe that you're going to be very pleased. Now, Pastor Gary, who's been filling in while we had this gap, is going to be the associate pastor. So he's going to be right up there and more than likely will continue teaching. Probably, I think Gary and I talked about possibly switching off, not every other week, but every other book and teach on Wednesdays. So I think you're going to be very pleased, exceptionally pleased. You know, a lot of prayer, a lot of discussion. I talked about it with a lot of you people. And God, we offered Wayne the position, and last Sunday, was it not, James, last Sunday? We had our board meeting, and the first thing that came out is Wayne said, "I accept." And I started to cry a little bit, because it was definitely from the Lord. There's no doubt about it that it was absolutely from God, that that's the one he wants leading us from this day forward. And so the 23rd of April will be his first Sunday here. So, and that's it. Anybody got any other thoughts that they'd like to talk about or bring up? No?
Are we having Thursday night this week?
Yes. Thursday night is this week. It was canceled last week because Pastor Wayne had something else going on, but Thursday night we're studying about good and bad angels, which is really kind of interesting. So normally we don't take a very hard look at those guys or whatever you want to call them, but it's a real interesting class. So other than that, let's call Pastor Gary up here to start Sunday service. Thank you, Gary.